guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I did this fun spring glittery eye look. I honestly did not even know where I was headed when I started this look. My husband was just like, hey, you should do a spring tutorial, because I didn't know what I wanted to do. And I'm like, that's actually a good idea before we even get into spring. So if that is the next season, is it the next season? I hope it is. Yeah, it is. All over the place. But anyway, so he inspired me to do this look, and I did use one of the palettes I bought at IMATS in January, and I was raving about it so much. So I am going to talk about it and also demonstrate how I created this look. You guys need this palette in your life if you are obsessed with glitter like I am. So if you guys want to see how I did this look, please keep on watching. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just conceal my eyes with the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, and I'm just going to go ahead and prime the eyes. So I'm buffing this in with the E8 by Morphe. Okay, so now I'm going to also highlight my brow bone with the High Beam by Benefit. And I'm just going to go ahead and apply this under the brow. It's like a little nail polish brush. I'll put it right under the brow here. And then with the flat brush, I'm going to go ahead and just work it up to the brow. And I'm just going to clean it up. If I messed up down here, I'm just going to set my concealer with just a shade that is my skin tone. So any eyeshadow you have, you can even use like powder, translucent powder, just to set it. You don't want it to be really tacky, especially when you're going to be going in with shadows later. Just buffing this all over my eye. This palette carries the most beautiful glitters ever. Like, they're just so beautiful. They're really pigmented, and it actually does come with a glitter glue with it. Oh, here's the name. It's Jordane Cosmetics as well. I am obsessed. So when it comes to spring, another palette I really like to use is the Huda Beauty Rose Gold Edition. I really like this palette because it has a lot of pinks. I don't know, it just screams spring to me because it has pinks, reds, glitter. It has a good variety. So we're going to also be using these two palettes. So if you have these, so I'm going to go ahead and use a sandalwood right here on this corner from the Huda Beauty palette, and I'm going to grab my M513 brush, and I'm just going to dip my brush in there, and this is going to be my transition shade like I said, and I'm just going to buff this all over my crease. Not too high up. I mean, you can go kind of high up, but you still want to keep it below that highlight we did earlier. So I'm doing windshield wiper motion, circular motion to really blend it out. So now I'm going to grab the M504 by Morphe, just a big fluffy brush, and I'm just going to deepen it up a little bit. So I'm going to go in with henna. It's just a little bit of a darker shade than the one we used previously. So grabbing this henna, I'm going to keep this same thing right on my crease, but just a little bit below it. Don't go too high up with this. Like, this brush is perfect for this because it does have like a little point to it, so you have more precision rather than a big fluffy brush all around. So I'm literally just windshield wiping this right on my crease, not going so far in and not going so far up. Just gonna deepen it up a little bit, you see that? Okay, so next shade we're gonna be going in with is Man Eater. That's a really weird name, but okay, Man Eater. It's like a dark pinkish color. I don't know, just like a deep pink, I guess. So we're gonna use this pink shade, and I'm literally just gonna, same thing, put this right on the outer crease and a little bit below the one we used previously. As we get darker with your shades, you want to keep them lower and more outer of the eye, just because then this part of the eye is going to be closed in. So I'm actually, let's see what I'm going to be using. I'm kind of leaning towards this purple lilac shade up here. I feel like it's super pretty, and I kind of want to show you guys like a little swatch of this. You guys, it is like so pigmented and so pretty. So let's do it. So I'm going to be grabbing the M432 to apply the glitter glue, and all I'm going to do is put it on the back of my hand, like just like so. And with my brush, I'm going to dip my brush in here and just pack it on. This also has concealer residue, so I kind of wanted to do this on purpose to give me more of like a cut crease effect. So I'm literally just putting this on my lid right in here. Okay, now that you feel like you have a generous amount on there, we're gonna use our handy dandy finger to apply the glitter. I'm gonna be going in with this shade right here, like I mentioned earlier, the lilac shade, and I'm gonna use my ring finger. I like using my ring fingers when it comes to the face because it's the softest finger we have. So, dipping my finger in there, I'm just gonna throw my finger in there. So I'm literally just gonna press this on my lid. Oh! Hail E. Hold on, let me bring you in a little closer. You guys, look at this glitter. It is so pretty. Oh my goodness. Oh, shit. I'm digging it. Don't go too high up, okay? Because you do not want to get this glitter all over your eye. So, oh my gosh, this is so pretty. So to clean everything up, because I did get a little bit of fallout, I'm gonna grab, this is my favorite this is my favorite makeup remover. This is the micellar water. I got this at Target, and I actually do use this for removing my makeup. So I'm gonna literally get a cotton pad and just squirt some on here. And first of all, clean up any fallout you may have had, because this glitter will get everywhere. I'm gonna grab my MAC 217. It's just like a very tight, precise blending brush. And I'm gonna go in with the shade Cocoa right here. It's a brown with a red undertone in it. So it's gonna help mesh everything together out here because I already have like that color combination. So I'm gonna just put this on my outer crease and slowly blend it here. I want to blend it up to the crease, not too much, because then you see, like, you do not want to do everything in your power to not touch that glitter, because the moment your brush touches that glitter, it's gonna move it everywhere. Like, I really don't know if this glitter is gonna move, so I'd rather just not even find out. So keeping this on my most outer crease, just smoking it out. Just putting it a little bit above it. You see there? That's when it's moving the glitter already. Push it back in there. Okay, so my last step for the eyes as far as shadows, I'm going to go in with my first shade, which was the Sandalwood right here from the Huda Beauty Rose Gold Edition. And I'm going to tap my brush. This is the M513 by Morphe. And I'm just going to go ahead and blend this top part right here. Just because sometimes I may get some harsh lines or I didn't blend anything enough. So this is just like your last step before you go in with lashes and all that good stuff. The reason I do this is because sometimes when you go in with lashes, like the band is so black and so dark, so you can see the separation of your lash from the fake lashes, and doing this is going to help blend them all together. So I'm literally just doing, that's all I'm going to be doing. I have glitter in my eye. Whew. So I'm just pressing this along the lash line. And if you guys do want to check out how I apply my lashes, I do have a video on how I do that. So if you want to check that out after this, or go watch that and then come back, you definitely can. So I'm just going to apply my lashes and I'll be right back. And that's, you guys are going to see the huge difference lashes make, honestly, because your girl doesn't have any. So right now it just looks kind of funny. I'll be right back with that. Oh my goodness, this lash just completed the look. It looks so pretty. See, like, just having bold lashes is going to make your eyes just draw so much attention. So if you're craving attention, like me, this is going to be like the look. I'm so far loving it because it's honestly not so complicated. You just have to be very careful with the glitter. I feel like that's just the most tricky part. Okay, so first things first, as far as the face, I'm going to go in with my Benefit Professional Primer. This one is my favorite because it really minimizes my pores, and I apply this with my hand. It minimizes my pores, mattifies my face, and it's really going to help the makeup last so much longer. So I'm going to put this all over my face. and then we'll go in with foundation. Okay, so on my Instagram, I'll put my Instagram here somewhere. I got a little sample of the Nars Longwear Radiant Foundation, the 16-hour wear one, the new one that came out. I literally just have a sample from Sephora because they did not carry my shade, but I'm definitely gonna be buying this. I just haven't yet because your girl has to pay bills. So since I don't have a pump, I usually would pump this on my brush, but I'm literally just gonna dip my finger in here. My fingers are clean, I promise. And I'm just gonna put some dots all over my face. Literally, I'm already running out of my sample. I'm so sad. So to blend this in, I'm gonna be using my Morphe 439 brush. This is my favorite brush I like to use for foundation. And I'm literally just gonna buff this in on my skin. Into my skin. Sorry, I'm like not even speaking right anymore. Oh, and I do want to mention while I do this, so I did a video yesterday of a cat eye smoky eye. I actually did post a picture of this yesterday of the look, and I filmed the whole thing. I edited, I published it on YouTube, but I'm private, and I did not like go back and like see it or make sure it was all good before I even published it. It was like there was so many mistakes, like the lighting was so off, so literally after 5-6 hours of hard work, I just deleted the whole thing. You know, you learn from trial and error, so now I know that every time before I publish a video, I have to go back and make sure everything's on point, because otherwise I will not be happy. Okay, so now we're moving on to concealer. I'm going to be using the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. I'm going to buff this in with my Real Techniques Beauty Blender, right just underneath my eyes. Go ahead and set this concealer with my Laura Mercier translucent powder. I'm going to dip my brush in here. This is the M437 brush, and I'm literally just gonna dust some on my under eye and basically just on my T-zone as well. So this part right here. So now we're gonna move on to the under eye and smoke it out. Grab any pencil brush you have. I'm using the E18. It's just like a precise rounded brush shade right here. It's called Balsay, and I'm gonna dip my brush in here, really tap off the excess because you don't want any fallout. And I'm literally just gonna, I hope I'm not getting onto them. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just do my outer corner and bring it not all the way in, but almost all the way in. Okay, so I'm actually gonna deepen it up a little bit more. So I'm gonna go ahead and use Cocoa and keep this on my most outer part of my crease. So not so far in like I did with that one, but like right out here. This is just gonna smoke it out on the outer edges. I'm just gonna go ahead and coat my lashes now with the Hypnose Mascara Hypnose from Lancome. Now we're gonna just bronze the face, blush, and highlight. If you do want to like know my foundation routine, I do have a video on that as well. But I'm just gonna go ahead and do that real quick on my face, and then we'll come back for the lips. I'm gonna go in with the YSL shade 19. It's a purple pink, and I'm gonna just apply this on my lips. I really like this shade, and their formula is so amazing. It's creamy and just really hydrating. It is on the pricier side, I will admit, but I feel like it's definitely worth your money if you are looking for a lipstick that is just pretty. I'm gonna set my face with an Urban Decay Just Slick setting spray, and I'm just gonna go ahead and spritz some on all over the face just to really set that makeup and that glitter. You don't really want that glitter to go all over the place. At the end of the night, you probably will notice it move around, but no big deal. Alright, so that completes this look. I honestly do really love it. I find that it's perfect for spring, like for Easter, like a lot of things are happening in spring, and for me, like I travel a lot, we have a lot of birthdays, things like that, so this look is just so ideal for that. Or maybe, I don't know, like I would not wear this on a night out because it's not so smoky, but just a day out where you want to look fancy, pretty, glittery, this is a look for you.